I feel kind of bad now that what I've done to him. I wasn't aware that it was his cousin. He never told me it was his cousin, so I was not sure.
Dang. Wait, what?
Of whom the woman was.
Well, he had no idea what you were talking about. You were accusing him of cheating with somebody. Who the heck was he supposed to say I'm cheating with when he wasn't cheating? Because he was actually telling the truth.
I'm really shocked that it was his cousin. He never told me that she was in town, and I just...
So she just accused him of cheating, but he was really just hanging out with his cousin who came into town?
My wife is brutal.
That's insane. Imagine. Oh man, I don't like cheaters, and I think that people are shady. Okay, so sometimes you gotta be on alert, but at the same time, you really have to gather all the evidence before you accuse people of stuff. You can't just be paranoid. You gotta have some real factual evidence. Also, if you're with somebody and then you're like, are you cheating on me? And then they say no and you don't believe them, I feel like there's an underlying issue going on there.
You know, if I had a rock, I would throw it at you right now. You know, Stop pissing me off. Just sit down. I'll take care of it. I don't need your help.
No, you know what? I'm the public defender. I have a right.
I don't think a judge can act like that.
I have a right to be here, and I have a right to stand and represent
sit
my
down.
clients.
If you want to fight, let's go out back, and I'll just beat your ass.
While there are no witnesses to the initial
Oh my god.
the mic picks up some of the altercation.
I don't know, like, I don't know if the lawyer was like being bad or anything, but like, I don't think that you can act like that as a judge. The guy who's like just trying to like, you know, be found innocent, he's just standing there, he's like, well, it's not looking good for me, man. You'd be so devastated. You'd be like, any other lawyer, please. That's so, I was gonna say that's so funny. It's not funny, but it's kind of funny. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully that man's okay.
A driver's license, and your mother didn't take the car back from
She
you.
hasn't had the car in her possession for 2 years because I was going through a divorce and her stepfather had the car until a week before.
Dang. Dang, everyone's upset.
And then, just a second, and then you gave it to her? Just a second. Then you gave it to her? Despite the fact that 2 years went by, she didn't get a driver's license?
I had been teaching her.
Great. Perfect. You pay the ticket. That's all. Out.
Are you kidding me?
Please excuse me. Step out.
I like that people make it like the most confusing story. They're like, it was 2 years and I was doing this and he was doing this and then her dad had this. Like, it's so crazy. And then to find out that it's all over just a parking ticket, I'm like, how is there that long of a backstory behind a parking ticket? I don't understand. That's crazy. Man, well, Judge Judy solved that case real fast. Oh, we got new Judge Judy here. She's Justice Judy now.
Yes, sir. I think it's very unfair the marijuana law here. I think we the people deserve better because marijuana is a very harmless drug. And
I've heard that baloney all my life, so don't go any further on that.
Yes, sir.
I don't know whether it's good or bad. All I know is Tennessee still has it against the law.
Shockingly, he lights up. And this time it's noticed immediately.
That's way too close to his hair, first of all.
Also, you're in a courtroom, man.
Man, like, Eddie Munson had me in the first half of this video, and then you lost me.
And like, even the judge was like, man, like, I'm not trying to be crazy. Whatever, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It's just the law. I'm a judge.
He's like, I don't do that personally. I don't smoke the devil's lettuce. It's just the law currently. Well, it's weird because in Canada, it's very legal. So we're watching this and we're like, odd, but we get it because, you know, we understand laws still, I guess.
Yeah.
Active laws. Like, you know.
And neither of us would light a joint in a courtroom.
No. We're out of a courtroom if it was illegal.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
No, I'm a law abider.
Yeah.
According to court officials, the defendant also gave her the middle finger.
30 days to serve on contempt for flipping me off twice.
Judge calls him back.
Sir, I'm holding you in contempt for what you did.
What's the holding me in?
And so... Alright, you can take him back. 100 days to serve. 100 days to
That's when math comes in.
Yeah.
How many more things we're gonna add?
Because of 2 EPOs and criminal mission case?
That's right, the judge just gave him 100 days in jail.
He's done.
Yeah, I mean, that's really how easy it can be.
I mean, yeah.
Or...
Yeah, it's gonna bite your tongue. Like, you're so close to being done. Just do it.
But just like, why? Also, like, I wouldn't even do that in real life to anybody who can't put me in jail for doing it. You know what I mean? Like,
imagine.
Just
like walking in the other room, I'm like, you're like, hey, you're done. We're done. What was that?
What the hell was that? Like, it's just weird. It's just weird. It's just weird behavior.
Well, I actually did have my Armani shirt and he borrowed it. Never got it back.
Just pause for a second. Just because you put something in air quotes, it doesn't help. Do you understand?
Well, it helps me.
He borrowed it. Did he actually borrow it from you?
He borrowed it from me, yeah.
Okay, I know that his name is Judge Rinder, but I'm gonna keep calling him Judge Rinder because there's some people who it pisses off, and I think that that's really funny.
And it
right,
came
so
back
just
with a
pause for a second whilst we have a small discussion there, Mason. So why did you say he borrowed it? How does that help?
Well, because I'm just exaggerating my words, Rinder.
You think that that's acceptable for you to talk to me like that?
Well, you could speak to me like that, so I guess so.
Now, Mason, this is my courtroom, and that's your first and second strike.
Do I think that him going borrowed is a big deal? Not really. I do think it's important to like clarify that he did really borrow it. I mean, he didn't steal it from you, but at the same time, you know, whatever. Judge Rinder. Somebody's getting ready to leave a comment. I love it.
It is axiomatic that counsel show at least respect for what the court is doing. And what you just did shows a lack of respect for what the court is trying to do here, which is create an environment which is fair to all parties. I would suggest that you take a moment to think about that.
Very serious. It's a very different energy in the room.
I would suggest that you take a moment to think about that. I'm going to step off the bench because I found that I have tolerated a number of things in the courtroom, including, you know, flip charts, writing in the middle of, I mean, the jury gets distracted when you were doing the flip charts here, jumping up and moving the boards. I would suggest that you temper some of that very quickly.
Dang, I have so many questions. What's going on here? This is serious. It's like crazy going from like TV court and like those sorts of things, all this like dramatized version of court, to a very real news courtroom. You know what I mean? Everyone is quiet. They don't want to be thrown in jail for contempt of court. We've seen that, that's for sure.
At my house, he was eating there, sleeping there.
He was living with you?
Basically.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. And your grandmother?
Yes.
My house.
No, not sleeping with her. Not sleeping with her, but she was in the house. Her room is right next to mine.
I did not mean that. I meant was he living with you and your grandmother? Yes, Your Honor. Yes. Get your minds out the gutter. Were you living with them, Mr. Means?
Absolutely not.
Oh, that was a hard cut at the end there. Oh man, she did not like that. She is not there to play game. She's not there to joke around. Okay, she has a case to get to the bottom of, you know? I don't know if that made sense, but I hope you get what I mean by that.
After a judge sentenced another judge to jail time, chaos erupted in an Ohio courtroom. And taking the defendant into custody wasn't so easy, as a court officer had to drag her out. Former Cincinnati Judge Tracy Hunter was sentenced to 6 months in jail back in 2014, but she's been appealing the ruling ever since. She was convicted of misusing her position as a judge to help her brother.
Oh, to help her brother what? Let me know. That's juicy. Dang, I need to know more, and I need to know why she got absolutely tackled. Dang, that's crazy. Man, it sucks when people misuse their power. It's rude. It's very rude. Yeah, jail time, I mean, makes a lot of sense.
It's $40. See the clerk. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Get back over there. You got a bad attitude. Don't give me an attitude.
Oh my
But the last thing in the world I need.
I've never seen Judge Caprio be a little, you know, salty, for lack of a better term.
But the last thing in the world I need is an attitude. Okay? First of all, listen to me. First of all, I helped you out. Okay? You had two $30 tickets. The original tickets were $30 each, right? I reduced them to $20 each and charged you $40 instead of $150. And then you give me an attitude on the way out.
He was like, hey, don't give me, I mean, I agree. I do agree. If she came in there with $150 and he changed it to $40, I do agree that no attitude. But I also understand, you know, people are stressed out. They got a lot of stuff on their shoulders. Maybe $40 is still a lot of money, you know? So I do get it. a little bit, but I do also think that a thank you would have worked well. Eminem was sued by his childhood bully in 2003 because of the lyrics of his song Brain Damage had the bully's name in it. The verse goes, I was harassed daily by this fat kid named D'Angelo Bailey. He banged my head against the urinal till he broke my nose.
Doesn't even rhyme.
Like he's just like telling a story. The bully wanted a $1 million compensation, but the judge dismissed the case and delivered the verdict in Eminem's favor in a rap.
That's
crazy.
I didn't hear about that. It's amazing.
I didn't hear about that either. I mean, look at Eminem in the courtroom though. That's not current Eminem at all.
He's hashtag not afraid. That song was playing the whole time we read that also.
That's so funny. That's crazy. I mean, don't do that if you don't want somebody to talk about it later.
But that's a dream though, right? You're like, oh, I'm gonna talk about this bully in this rap song.
Yeah, well, I'm really famous and he can't even get $1 million from me. Bye.
Long distance phone calls now. I haven't had my phone call yet. Oh, well, you know what I mean? Give a long distance call. Yeah. You know what I mean? No, you just gave me 10 days, right? Is there anything else you'd like? That's all. Now, can I go? Stay right there. You're going to the ACI for 10 days. Do you understand that? Yeah. Yes, sir. May I go, Your Honor? It's yes, sir. May I go, Your Honor? No.
Dang, this is like old Judge Caprio.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this ever. I need more context of what the hell's going on in this one.
I don't know. It seems to be like the back nine of something hot.
Something crazy.
He wants to leave, but he's like, he's on the edge of like, do I talk or do I just ride this out?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll never know how that one ended.
I don't care. This is a court of law, all right? It was
Judge
out of
Jerry.
line when you start talking about their children. I don't want to hear about that. They have a right to be upset.
I abandoned it. No. It's still in the shop.
Ma'am, let me finish. Shut up.
Excuse me?
I brought it to a... You say excuse me.
Also excuse
There's
me.
no one here to stop me.
Oh, yes,
Go
there
for it.
is.
Go
All right.
for it, big man. Well, listen, he's not letting me
It's fine.
explain.
I don't care. You don't
Excuse me,
threaten
you
people in this
called me
courtroom.
and said the vehicle
I
doesn't
called
run.
you.
So they
I
can
had
run
to... Quiet!
Get out of this court right now.
I love this.
What is Judge Jerry? What is this?
I would watch this
Did they revamp it?
for days.
They're
No.
like, how can we make people just leave the room in like a different manner?
Judge Jerry.
Judge Jerry.
Judge Jerry. Move over, Judge Judy. No, never move over,
No.
Judge Judy. I love the woman.
Yeah, no, she'll move you over. She'll be like,
Oh yeah.
absolutely not.
Yeah, 100%.
Does Judge Judy have glasses? I do this. Does she have glasses? I don't think so.
Maybe now. She's Justice Judy now. She's got a new show. Yeah, she's got like a purple robe on. She's got a new bailiff. Apparently her like granddaughter or daughter or something is
new
like
bailiff?
a legal expert who sits beside her.
A new bailiff? Why'd she
Yeah.
go to what the fuck?
I don't know. Apparently people didn't like him.
Did you tell the plaintiff that we put the puppy on a bar stool, she slipped off, I think she broke her paw. Her paw looks funny. Did you tell her that?
We told her that the dog was
Hope the paw's okay.
No.
energy.
That's a lie.
I had set up an appointment at my vet.
I don't care about that.
And
You have to understand, I don't care about your vet.
Yeah, sorry.
And emotional distress. I am the only one who's in emotional distress doing this case. Don't argue.
Everything.
Just don't. Please do me a favor. Don't argue with me.
Oh man, I gotta watch some Justice Judy. You guys told me all about the new show. She's got a new bailiff. She's got a new legal expert. That I think that's who that blonde lady is beside her. So like, I mean, she's got her new robe on. She's looking fresh to death. So maybe I gotta get in on some Justice Judy. It's looking good. It's looking like the tea is hot over there.
You say you are being disturbed by noise that is being purposefully caused by the defendant. She acknowledges that she is making noise in her house to purposefully annoy all of her neighbors.
Yes.
And she is saying that until all the neighbors band together to get rid of Mr. Vibot, she is going to continue to make everybody's life miserable. They are entitled to the peaceful enjoyment of their home, just as you are. But I'm not hearing the case now against either Mr. Vibot or the city council. I'm hearing the case of these innocent people who have been caused to suffer because you are protesting something that has nothing to do with them. And Ms. Lord, you have to stop.
We love it. I mean, yeah, that's what I was thinking when she was explaining the case and the old lady was like, yeah. I was like, this seems like she's in the wrong. Also, this is clearly like old Judge Judy. You can just tell by the way it looks. How is Judge Judy not aged a day? Like, if anything, she's Benjamin Button. That's how that goes, right? He reverses in age. I've never seen the movie, but I just know the concept, you know? That's crazy. She looks, you know, she hasn't aged a day. That's insane. And I need to know her skincare routine. Oh. That's crazy. I need to know more about what's going on here because that's not normal. What's the backstory, guys? Let me know. I don't like it. Something bad's going on there.
Hold on. I love the part. Here's the memory we're getting ready to make because I made my ruling. Child support is set at $2,300. You're going to do a reimbursement to Medicaid for $276, making your monthly child support payment $2,576.
That's how much you gotta pay.
No, that's how much you gotta pay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The children live with him.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I don't see the celebration.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. What happened to the celebration? Because you're the one that's paying that $2,576. The children live with him. He should not pay you anything.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I said I made my ruling, so I really don't have to hear anything further. Did you have any questions about that number?
Dang, she was going off. I mean, listen, if he's got the kids most of the time and she's making money, it only makes sense. You know, you gotta contribute. You can't just be there 2 days of the week and call that a day. You gotta contribute to everything and every day of the week. You know, having kids is not a small thing. It's a commitment. You gotta sacrifice a lot of stuff, almost everything really, you know? It's a lot, but then you get a little demon that you have to worry about for the rest of your life.
Which means they shut yours off if you're trying to talk over me.
Yes, ma'am.
So you can save your breath or not, it's up to you. Who are you?
That's my husband.
I didn't ask you anything.
Okay.
Just because you are shaking and have an attitude, it doesn't impress me.
She just lied
because
to you.
between,
I don't have
because
reason.
her two puppies, you couldn't sell.
Her two puppies? You mean my two puppies?
No, listen to me carefully.
I'm anxious.
Don't be smart with me.
I'm just being
Don't be smart with me.
She just took them off.
She does.
I'm going to give her exactly what she wants, unless you straighten up your attitude.
Oh yeah, some reading glasses.
Yeah, but I don't know because I know the glasses because she reminds me of my grandma. My grandma would always do that when she was mad. She'd be like, listen, she'd take them off and like get closer.
Oh dang.
She'd make her vision worse so that I'd have to get closer and look at her.
Oh
you know?
dang.
She put me in that predicament.
She's like, you're gonna come to me.
Scary, powerful older women.
She's like, I'm nearsighted. Get over here.
Come closer. Chewing on Werther's. I'm like, what is it? Are you mad at me?
Sir.
Leave her up. Pull your pants up. You're doing this.
Not below your bottom.
That's my back. Oh no, I'll see my basketball shorts. Now you're in my boxers.
Took them off instead.
By removing your pants, it was extremely poor judgment. Okay? I'm holding you in contempt. I'm going to sentence you to 7 days to serve for direct contempt of court.
Keep your pants on.
In court? Yeah, I would hope so.
Can't be wearing a dress shirt and shorts. What are you, Jeff Probst? Host of Survivor? Get out of here. It's not a court fit. It's not court apparel. What are you, Adam Sandler? Put on pants.
He's like, all right, I'll go tally the votes.
She's like, am I guilty? He's like,
God.
we've been watching so much Survivor. It's insane.
He wasn't even wearing a dress shirt though. He's wearing like a sweater.
Oh, really? It looked nice. Maybe I'm just nearsighted.
The guy was wearing basketball shorts under his pants. I don't think he was dressed nice.
True.
I mean,
well, it's like us sometimes. Sometimes we'll wear like nice tops, but like sweatpants, because you'll never know.
Could be right now.
Right?
Huh?
I'm wearing pool flippers right now. You never know.
You'll never know.
Except for if I walk like this.
Yeah.
Then it's kind of obvious that I'm wearing something.
All 20 toes are out right now.
Oh yeah. I'm wearing those weird shoes that just, accent the toes, like the tree frogs. Who wears those? If you wear those, why? Comment down below.
Let us know.
I want some.
Let us know.
What size are you? I like feet.
All right, Suzanne Walt. My charger's battery. Oh, wow, I know, man. But that's the way life is. What did he say?
I called you a because you're... I apologize, I was out of line. I'm just upset because this is not what I was charged with yesterday.
Okay,
I
sir.
was charged with the battery.
I accept your apology, and I will sentence you to 60 days in the Broward County Jail.
Can I take the back in?
All right, sir, hold it. Come on back. Come on back, sir.
I asked if you're allowed to do that for me.
All right, sir. I find you in contempt of court for the second time you said that. Sir, you have nothing. I'm going to sentence you to another 60 days to run consecutive to the prior 60 days. Do you have anything else you'd like to say?
Nah.
I mean, man, like, I get it. Sometimes you're really angry and you need to let it out, but here in that way is not the time or place, you know? It's just not a good look, not a good option.
You know, yeah, it's time for him to go.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I don't know who he is.
I've seen this one.
Whoever can sit here at a tragic moment like this and laugh and smile when somebody has lost a family member. I mean, the entire time that Mr. Zerker's sister was speaking, that clown, and that's what I'm going to call him, a clown, was sitting there smiling and laughing. That you can go too. Because if you don't know how to act, you can go to jail. So leave. Anybody that can sit there and laugh and smirk when somebody, take her, she's going in the back. Ma'am, you are being taken into custody for criminal contempt. Your disruptive and disrespectful behavior disrupted today's proceedings, and you, ma'am, are going to the Wayne County Jail for 93 days for direct criminal contempt.
I mean, and it's that. Apparently, like, somebody was laughing during, like, a victim impact statement, like, just crazy things that you would never think that anybody would do, because that's insane. But here we go, and I guess she went to jail for, like, it's probably like a day or two, but still going to jail, still consequences for your crazy actions.
Pastor Nunez owes Hillsborough County $4 million in fines. Code enforcement says he's let some of his 40 rental homes fall into disrepair.
Let me put me in jail. That's what I like to do.
That's what the 73-year-old told us last week.
Why don't you kill me here too? I'm hurt too, both. Let me tell you something. I'm sorry. Appreciate your mouth. I'm in a courtroom, okay? You're in a courtroom and you respect this court. We're gonna have a contempt hearing, sir. You will not mouth off to me. You understand me?
Nunez lost his temper with the judge today in this Tampa courtroom. Still, he gave him a 30-day grace period to hire a private attorney.
So this guy, he's a landlord, so he's making money off of people, won't pay any fines, everything's in disrepair, and now he's getting angry that he has to face the consequences of that? Sir, come on. You gotta take a little responsibility here. You don't think you did anything wrong? $4 million, that doesn't just happen overnight. You know what I mean? That's somebody who's been fucking up for a while.
You kicked in her door for which she had paid rent for the entire month of August. You had no right to kick in her door.
Yes.
On the 27th, 28th, or 29th of August. Play it again, Sam.
I love this.
Got you on video. That's fine.
You had no right to do
this.
it. And there is no question in my mind that a person who could not, with that attitude that I saw, cause this injury, you're going to pay her exactly what she asks for, which is $1,500. Judgment on the counterclaim, $1,500. You got a bad temper. You want to continue to rent to her?
I love this. That's great. I mean, yeah, we love the video receipts. In this day and age, everyone's got a camera. You can't just get away with anything anymore. That's it. We saw the proof. The proof is in the pudding.
Go attack right now. I don't know what to do. Somebody please send help. I'm just so sad. Help. He's the gavel. He's me.
This can't be real.
It can't be.
This can't be real.
But imagine it was.
I kind of hope it is.
Yeah. Is it? I mean, people are whack. People do stuff like that all the time.
We'll never know.
I see stuff like that on the subway in the mornings, and I'm like, well, this is very real. Like, you know.
Yeah, so true.
Saw a guy with an accordion the other day. Not crazy, just decides to play an accordion at 8 a.m.
No worries.
Someone says something yesterday under oath and changes it because they're trying to fabricate something to get out of serving on this jury, there's going to be repercussions.
The judge is unsatisfied, demands an explanation.
What's going on here? Tell me what's going on.
I said I had other issues yesterday, and you said you'd get back to me.
All right, so why you got issues? Why can't you're saying that you can't be fair and impartial to both sides? You're going to completely throw out our entire justice system because you don't want to be fair and impartial.
Disgusted with the juror, who happens to be a nurse, the judge throws a book, which turns out to be a pocket-sized version of the U.S. Constitution, against the wall.
Dang. He's going off.
I mean, that's not really an appropriate way to act, I don't think. Can't be throwing books.
I don't think so.
If
Also,
you get called in for jury duty and get a guy yelling at you with books, you're like, hey man, it's my first day here. I don't know how this shit works. This is my only shirt.
also, aren't they supposed to tell you when they can't be like impartial? Isn't that the
Yeah.
whole thing? Like I would rather have somebody tell me that than keep it to themselves.
I don't know. If a grown man was yelling at me like that, I'd just be like, I'd pretend to sleep and be like, yeah man, I'm just gonna clock out here for a bit.
Just so sorry.
You're not God, you're not my father, you're not my boss.
If you know, you know.
If you know, only the real ones know. Short King. Hope he's okay.
Underwears. Now this may be mine, but this ain't no way this could be mine.
That's pretty funny.
This can't fit not one of my boobs.
That won't work out? No.
Not one.
Mr. Flannery, what is your response to that accusation?
Okay, I bought the underwear at a lingerie store.
For her?
Yes, for
He's
her.
so guilty.
I got the wrong size. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm guilty of getting the
wrong
I want
size.
that bra again.
Do you want to see the bra?
You know,
Her just holding it up
Yeah.
again at the end, being like, really?
Just trying to extend it more, but it's like, ugh, okay.
Like, come on. We're not dumb.
I mean, I think he knows the size pretty well. I think he'd have an idea.
You would hope, but